What ancient secrets lie buried in the Book of Enoch? Secrets that challenge everything we thought we knew about angels, giants, and divine justice. In this video we dive into the mysterious world of the Nephilim, the watchers who defied heaven, and the judgment that reshaped creation itself. These aren't just myths, they're ancient warnings. Why were these stories hidden for centuries? What truths were too dangerous to remain in the Bible? Join us as we uncover the forgotten legends of Enoch that reveal the hidden war between heaven and earth. The truth is stranger, and more terrifying, than fiction. Let's begin. Nephilim, Watchers and Judgment, Enoch's Forgotten Myths Uncovered. The Book of Enoch, once revered by early Jewish and Christian communities, offers a strikingly different view of ancient cosmology, divine justice and human destiny than found in most canonical scriptures. Buried beneath millennia of theological censorship and neglect, Enoch's mythological world is one of celestial rebellion, forbidden knowledge, and divine judgment. At the heart of this hidden text are three central themes: the Nephilim, the Watchers, and the coming judgment. This exploration unearths these ancient myths, not as mere fantasy, but as deeply symbolic narratives that challenge modern understandings of angels, humanity, and the cosmic battle between order and chaos. Enoch's account isn't just apocalyptic, it's revelatory, offering a glimpse into a worldview where heaven watches earth closely, and where rebellion, even among angels, has deadly consequences. The Nephilim, giants born of rebellion. The Nephilim are among the most mysterious and controversial beings in biblical and extra-biblical literature. Derived from the Hebrew root NPL, to fall, their name can be interpreted as the fallen ones, or those who cause others to fall. In Genesis 6 verse 4 they appear briefly. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. The Book of Enoch expands this cryptic reference into a vast and terrifying myth. The Nephilim are described as the offspring of the Watchers, a group of rebellious angels, and human women. Unlike other heavenly beings, the Watchers are not acting on divine command but of their own volition. Their interbreeding with humans was a cosmic violation, a breach of divine order. Characteristics of the Nephilim. Gigantic in stature. Enoch claims they grew to heights of 300 cubits, approximate 450 feet. Though likely symbolic, the idea is clear: they were not ordinary beings. Violent and corrupt. The Nephilim consumed all the resources of mankind. When none were left, they turned on humans, devouring them. They introduced bloodshed, warfare, and cannibalism. Agents of chaos. These hybrid giants symbolized corruption on earth, blending heaven's power with human fragility. Symbolism. The Nephilim reflect what happens when divine knowledge or power is misused. They symbolize pride, overreach, and the breakdown of boundaries between the sacred and profane. In many ways, they're comparable to figures like the Titans in Greek mythology or demigods who bring ruin rather than salvation. The Watchers, angels who fell for love and knowledge. In Enoch's mythology, the Nephilim wouldn't exist without the Watchers. Known in Hebrew as Irim, meaning those who watch, the Watchers were originally a class of angels assigned to observe and guide humanity. But rather than remaining passive overseers, they acted on forbidden desires. The descent of the Watchers, 1 Enoch 6-7. A group of 200 angels, led by Shemhaza and Azazel, descended to Mount Hermon and swore an oath to take human wives and bear children. This event mirrors other ancient myths where divine beings mate with mortals, e.g. in Mesopotamian and Greco-Roman traditions, but here it is portrayed as a sinful act, not divine favor. Their transgressions included interbreeding with humans. This was the ultimate violation of cosmic law, blurring the lines between the divine and the earthly. Teaching forbidden knowledge. The Watchers didn't just take wives, they brought dangerous knowledge. Azazel taught warfare, metalworking, and cosmetics, associated with vanity and violence. Other Watchers taught astrology, enchantments, root cutting, pharmacology, and signs of the stars and moon. Consequences of their actions. The human world became corrupted. Violence escalated. Idolatry and sorcery spread. Nature itself responded with disorder. Humanity cried out to heaven for justice. Symbolism of the Watchers. The Watchers embody the dangers of divine rebellion and the corruption that follows. Their desire to mingle with the physical realm reflects a fall from spiritual purity to material obsession. They also represent the price of unauthorized knowledge, a recurring theme in ancient literature. Compare with the serpent in Eden. Judgment, the heavenly tribunal and the fate of the rebellious. The Book of Enoch is structured around divine response, the judgment against the Watchers, the Nephilim, and a future cosmic reckoning for all creation. God does not remain silent. When humans cry out for relief from the Nephilim's violence and the Watchers' corruption, divine justice is unleashed. Enoch the Intercessor. The central figure of the book, Enoch, great-grandfather of Noah, is chosen to deliver messages between heaven and earth. He pleads on behalf of the Watchers, who regret their actions and seek forgiveness. However, God refuses their request. Their fate is sealed. Judgment of the Watchers, 1 Enoch 10. The archangel Uriel is sent to warn Noah of the coming flood. Raphael binds Azazel and casts him into a desert abyss, covering him with jagged stones. He is to remain imprisoned until the day of judgment. Gabriel is ordered to incite the Nephilim to destroy each other in a brutal war. Michael writes the sentence of the Watchers and oversees their eternal imprisonment. The Great Flood. In Enoch's account, the flood wasn't merely a response to human sin, but a cosmic cleansing, to purge the earth of the Nephilim and erase the stain of the Watchers' rebellion. This aligns with Genesis but adds rich theological layers. The flood becomes not just judgment on humans, but on heavenly beings who betrayed their roles. Cosmic justice and prophetic vision. Enoch is then taken through heavenly realms where he sees the divine court, the tree of life, and the places of punishment and reward for souls. The world, he learns, is moving toward a final judgment when righteousness will be restored. Sinners, both human and angelic, will be cast into eternal torment. Enoch's vision of the end. He speaks of the Son of Man, a messianic figure who will sit on the throne of glory and judge all. This idea influenced later Jewish apocalyptic writings and early Christian theology, particularly in the Book of Revelation and the teachings of Jesus. Why were these myths forgotten or suppressed? Despite their popularity in the Second Temple period, the Enochian myths were excluded from the Hebrew Bible and later Christian canon, except in Ethiopian Orthodoxy. Several reasons include theological tension. The idea of angels mating with humans and producing giants was uncomfortable to later interpreters. Too mythological. Early church fathers and rabbis moved toward more ethical, philosophical interpretations of Scripture. Messianic divergence. Enoch's Son of Man diverged from mainstream Jewish messianism and conflicted with some Christian doctrines. Hidden knowledge. The Watcher's story suggests a spiritual elite who understand secrets, potentially threatening to religious authorities emphasizing accessible teachings. However, the Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered in the mid-20th century, revealed the Book of Enoch was widely read and respected among groups like the Essenes, who saw themselves as guardians of divine mysteries. Relevance today. Why Enoch still matters. The Book of Enoch may be ancient, but its themes remain startlingly relevant. Moral corruption. The Nephilim represent the results of unchecked power and violence. Abuse of knowledge. The Watchers' teachings parallel modern debates about AI, nuclear weapons, or biotechnology. Should all knowledge be pursued? Divine justice. In an age of perceived injustice, the idea of a final reckoning resonates. Spiritual discernment. Enoch warns of deceptive forces that appear divine but lead to destruction. In a world still fascinated with supernatural beings, hidden truths, and apocalyptic fears, Enoch's forgotten myths offer a compelling mix of cosmic drama and spiritual warning. The Book of Enoch offers more than a myth. It's a theological framework that explains the origins of evil, the justice of God, and the hope for renewal. The Nephilim show how power can corrupt. The Watchers reveal that not even angels are immune to temptation. And the judgment narrative reminds us that divine justice is inevitable. Far from being irrelevant, Enoch's myths illuminate ancient struggles that still shape our understanding of morality, divine order, and human destiny. By uncovering these forgotten myths, we not only glimpse the world of the ancients, We also confront timeless truths about rebellion, responsibility, and redemption. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the lost legends of Enoch, the Nephilim, the Watchers, and the divine judgment that forever altered humanity. These ancient texts challenge the boundaries between myth and revelation, urging us to question what has been hidden and why. If this exploration sparked your curiosity, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the Watchers' rebellion and the Nephilim's fate? More secrets from ancient texts are waiting to be revealed. Until next time, keep seeking the truth, because history may be far stranger than we imagine.